Hello everybody, I am here today for another TF2 commentary. Yes, I am here, playing as the engineer. Haha, that rhymes, not going to dwell on it. But I have something to tell you. I'm not that great with engineer with a keyboard yet. I'm still trying to get used to the separate buttons, and I'm still trying to get used to the left click being able to turn the sentry. Yeah, I know, I'm like a complete idiot, the fact that I wasn't able to turn a sentry beforehand, and I actually manually turned myself before when I used a controller. But I did, and I'm sorry, but I'm getting used to it now, and by the end of this gameplay I do get slightly better at it. And I've something else to tell you. The problem is I am not going to be able to do the live commentary this week, because I have exams. Now, after those exams, I have 3 months off, so I can do a load of stuff. I'm planning to do Smite commentaries, TF2 commentaries, possible Battlefield gameplays, maybe PlanetSide 2, very mildly, probably not. Anyway, I am not here to talk about that as per usual. I'm here to talk about microtransactions. Yes, you know what microtransactions are. They're the thing that pop up when you play a mobile game that asks you, do you want to pay to keep playing? And I have to say, and I'm going to ask, is it really necessary in video games? And I have to say, it's definitely necessary in games like Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 is such a well-balanced game that you wouldn't have to buy a single item to be good at the game. You could just run in, be a badass with the stock weapons. And that's why I love TF2 so much. You could be at it for a month, and you could be better than a guy who has every hat, all the unusuals. You could play better than him. And I like that about this game. I think it's a very interesting way to do it. But, of course, to two sides there are every story. On the other side, of course, there are mobile games. Mobile games are a very annoying thing, especially because of the microtransactions. Like, when you do in microtransactions, of course, they'll ask you to play a certain game. Like, here's an example, Clash of Clans. In Clash of Clans, you play for a few hours, and then you're like, oh, this is great, I'm having a load of fun. And then you realize that the reason you've been playing so much and advancing so much in the first hour is because they haven't been charging you for gems. Suddenly this gem thing comes in, and suddenly it takes hours to build any sort of building. And you're like, okay, this is terrible, I'm really bored of this. And then, because they want you to pay for everything, you have to pay to upgrade your buildings, which is very irritating. And like, if you don't, it can take like 6 hours. I remember the town hall took 3 days by the time I was kind of like, nope, no, not doing any more of this. So done, off to Dunville. Is Dunville a real place? Doesn't matter. Anyway, it's very irritating when this kind of shit happens, and I don't see why people put up with it. I don't think people actually pay money to do this kind of stuff. But back on the topic of Team Fortress 2, there are plenty of games that aren't as well balanced as Team Fortress 2. Like, let's say Smite. I'm playing a lot of Smite lately, a lot of it, like constant Smite, because I want to get good at it, and I'm getting pretty good at it. But I've been playing constant Smite lately, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. But the problem is, you have to pay for a lot of the characters, and again, they balance it pretty well, because if you play well in enough games, you get a lot of favor, and if you can buy characters with favor, and that's a good way of doing it. It's better than having every 5 seconds to just get up and go, oh shit, yeah, I forgot, I didn't pay for this, so I have to wait like 60 bajillion hours to do this, and it's annoying. But I like the way it's kind of like, okay, you have 2 ways of doing this. You can work for it, or you can be a lazy shit. And that rhymes again. Oh, I'm on a roll today, I should be a poet. No, I shouldn't. But the best thing that comes out of it by far is that you have more of an appreciation for free games. Like, I started playing as well Fistful of Frags, and that game is just, it's so much fun, but it makes it so much more rewarding to the fact that nothing costs money. You can just jump in and play. There's no money. There's no one asking you to wait an hour and then you can shoot someone else. No, none of that crap. There's no one asking you to pay skins. No, I like that, but I understand that it's based on the Source engine and it's fairly cheap, and Valve are amazing for this kind of stuff. They always are, always will be, because they're badasses and all. Anyway, I understand why they do this. I actually do understand a lot more than quick time events. I understand why they do it because, you know, these are mobile companies. Mobile companies can't afford to just stay up just from making free games. They have to have some way of getting income apart from adverts. Like, it's just, it's tricky. It's a tricky thing to get money from just adverts. So it makes sense to try and get money from microtransactions to make people to get money from microtransactions to make it a bit easier to get by. But it's ridiculous how they're doing it. If there was items in the game and they were asking you to pay for said items, like MOBA games, well, MOBA games kind of do it. MOBA games do it alright, but TF Fortress 2 is just amazing for this kind of stuff. Like even PlanetSide 2. PlanetSide 2 is slightly annoying for this kind of stuff. The main problem with PlanetSide 2, in my opinion, is that a lot of, I don't know, I haven't played it in a while, but a lot of the guns feel like they're not worth the money you're paying for them, which is never a good thing. Like in Team Fortress 2, there's direct upgrades and downgrades, and they tell you exactly what's wrong with it, what's better with it. But like in PlanetSide, they're kind of like, okay, this sniper has more damage, but it's slightly less accurate. You're like, well, I don't really care. This sniper's fine. I've got plenty of good kills with it, and I'm pretty good at it, so why should I switch to this other sniper you're going to charge me money for? I'm not going to do it. Just please stop, bro. It's not fun. Which in my opinion highlights the main problem with these microtransactions. The money never feels worth it. It never feels like you had a good payment. You always feel like you were slightly cheated out of your money. Like when you pay for that extra building in Clash of Clans, you don't feel like, I needed that extra building. You feel like, I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? I could have bought something way cooler, like a jet ski, or a walrus, or a walrus and a jet ski. That would be awesome. You know, a walrus and a jet ski would be pretty fun. Just saying. But knowing the price of them, they're probably the same price anyway. You know how expensive some of these are. Herdy. Like, I think mobile games are going about this just a bit wrong. I think they should try their best to make it feel like it's worth the money. Like, give them microtransactions, just give them more for their buck. Like, don't give them an extra hour, give them an extra crap ton of hours. Don't charge them 20 quid to have like 10 more buildings. That's not worth it. Like in Smite, you know, at least they had the decency to charge you 20 quid for every character that's out and ever will be out. That's reasonable. I thought about that for a second. I wasn't going, oh, stupid. No, I was thinking, that actually would be good value. You know, it seems reasonable. There is no kind of currency to this. It doesn't work that way. You can't just end up going, oh yeah, it's because it's like 10 in real life. Because it's like 20 euros in real life, it's probably 10 in this. No. It doesn't have that kind of value. Not how it works. Look it up, game developers. Not how it works. Anyway, I'll see you again next time. Have a good one. If you like what you saw, feel free to see more. If you didn't like what you saw, then I won't see you again next time. Feel free to like, subscribe. Bye.